Hey coin collectors and history buffs, welcome back to our channel, where we explore the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. Today, we're diving into an extraordinary find, the 1919 W Mint Mark I dime. Yes, you heard that right. A dime from 1919 that's worth millions of dollars today. Could you have one of these hidden in your collection? Let's find out. So, why is the 1919 W Mint Mark dime so special? First off, this dime was minted over 100 years ago, right after World War I. But what sets it apart is the W Mint mark. Coins minted at the West Point Mint are typically more modern, so finding a coin from 1919 with this rare mark is like striking gold. The West Point Mint, which is located in New York, primarily produced commemorative coins, but there are a few exceptions like this one. The W mark was rare in this period, making it a prime target for collectors. A combination of its limited mintage and incredible condition has skyrocketed its value. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we need to look at its rarity. In 1919, not many coins were produced at the West Point Mint, making any W-marked dime a potential treasure. As time passed, most of these coins were either lost, worn down, or simply forgotten. However, the few that survived are in incredibly good condition, which makes them highly desirable for collectors today. Coins in excellent condition, especially those that haven't been circulated, are graded higher by professional coin grading services. The 1919 W Mint Mark dime, when found in mint state or near mint state, can fetch astronomical prices at auction. We're talking millions of dollars here. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping prices. Recently, one of these rare 1919 W Mint Mark dimes sold for over $1.5 million at auction. That's right. A dime that could have been sitting in your pocket a century ago is now worth more than a luxury home. This record-breaking sale has collectors around the world searching their collections, hoping to find one of these elusive coins. Why? Because a coin like this, especially in perfect condition, is considered a holy grail for numismatists. So, how do you know if you've hit the jackpot? First, you need to look closely at the coin's mint mark. The W will be located just below the date on the reverse side of the dime. But be careful. There are a lot of similar-looking dimes from other mints, so make sure you double-check that mint mark. Next, you'll want to evaluate the coin's condition. A coin that looks worn or scratched won't fetch nearly as high a price, but even lower-grade 1919 W dimes are worth a significant amount. If you think you've got one, it's worth sending it to a professional grading service to confirm its authenticity and grade. What's driving the obsession with this coin? For one, it's the history. Coins minted right after World War I carry a rich historical significance. Add in the fact that West Point produced very few dimes, and the rarity skyrockets. Another factor is the thrill of the hunt. Even today, many of these coins could be lying in old collections, coin shops, or even forgotten in someone's attic. The idea that a coin you already own could be worth millions keeps collectors searching high and low. So, let's say you found a 1919 W Mint Mark dime, what's next? First, you need to get it professionally graded by an organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Once graded, you can either sell it privately or take it to an auction house specializing in rare coins. Many collectors choose auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauer's Galleries, where high-end buyers are ready to bid big money. If the coin is in great condition, you could be looking at a multi-million-dollar payday. To wrap things up, the 1919 W Mint Mark I dime is one of the rarest and most valuable coins out there. If you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. So, next time you come across an old dime, check for that W Mint mark, it could change your life. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible coin stories. Who knows, the next video might help you discover a hidden treasure. And that's the complete script for your YouTube video on the valuable 1919 W Mint Mark dime worth millions of dollars. We've got a real treat for you. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1966 No Mint Mark dime. And yes, you heard that right, this dime could be worth millions of dollars. This tiny piece of metal that you could easily overlook in your pocket change has a hidden story. At first glance, a 1966 Roosevelt dime might seem like an ordinary coin, but some versions of this coin have sold for astronomical prices at auction. In fact, some have fetched millions due to their rarity and unique characteristics. Let's take a quick trip back to 1966. This was a turbulent time in America, with the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and many other historic moments. In the coin world, something significant was happening too. Due to a coin shortage in the 1960s, the U.S. Mint stopped putting mint marks on its coins starting in 1965, a practice that continued through 1967. So, any dime from 1966 won't have a mint mark, but there's more to this story. Now, not every 1966 dime is worth millions. The ones that command such a high value are in perfect or near perfect condition. We're talking about dimes that are graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Only a few pristine examples of the 1966 no mint mark dime have been discovered, making them extremely rare and valuable to collectors. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Some 1966 no mint mark dimes are valuable due to unique errors that occurred during the minting process. Error coins, such as those with double strikes, off-center designs, or other minting mishaps, can increase the value dramatically. If you find one of these error coins in top-notch condition, you could be sitting on a gold mine. You're probably wondering, just how much are we talking about? In recent years, 1966 no mint mark dimes in mint condition have shattered expectations at auctions. Some of the top-graded coins have sold for millions of dollars, with collectors and investors vying to get their hands on these rare finds. Imagine turning a dime into $1 million windfall. That's the dream for every coin enthusiast. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable 1966 no mint mark dime? Here are the key things to look for. First and foremost, check for the absence of a mint mark below the date on the coin's obverse front. Coins in near-perfect condition with no wear, scratches, or tarnishing are worth much more. Look for coins that appear uncirculated. Any errors like misalignments, doubling, or off-center strikes can dramatically increase the value of your coin. To really know the value of your coin, get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade could be your ticket to a small fortune. You might be asking yourself, where can I find one of these valuable dimes? While it's rare, these coins can still be found in circulation, especially in rolls of dimes from the bank or in old coin collections. But, because they're so valuable, it's becoming harder and harder to stumble upon them in the wild. The 1966 no mint mark dime is a perfect example of how something as small and seemingly insignificant as a dime can hold incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just starting out, it's always worth keeping your eyes peeled for these hidden treasures. Who knows, the next time you check your spare change, you might just find yourself holding $1 million coin. That's all for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our next treasure hunt. And hey, if you have a 1966 no mint mark dime or any rare coin stories, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your finds. We'll be diving into the fascinating world of the 1991 P Mint Mark I dime coin, which has shocked collectors with its immense value. Could you be holding one of these treasures in your collection? Let's find out. So, what makes a regular 1991 dime with a P Mint mark so special? After all, dimes are the most commonly used coins in circulation, and millions are minted each year. But sometimes, rare errors, misstrikes, or unique characteristics can make a simple dime worth millions. Let's first break down what the P Mint mark means. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the major minting facilities in the United States. In 1991, millions of dimes were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, making the 1991 P dime seem pretty ordinary until you take a closer look at a few rare examples that have stunned collectors. So, why is this 1991 P Mint mark dime worth so much? Well, that's where the excitement comes in. Some of these dimes have unique errors, making them highly sought after by collectors. This is what transforms an everyday coin into one worth a fortune. Now, let's talk about the specific types of errors that can make a 1991 P dime worth millions. Error coins are coins that have something wrong with them, often due to a mishap during the minting process. Some of these errors are so rare that only a few exist, which drives up their value. Here are some of the key errors you need to look for. An off-center strike occurs when the coin isn't struck properly, causing part of the design to be missing. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. If you find a 1991 P dime with a significant off-center error, you could be looking at a small fortune. A double die error happens when the die that strikes the coin gets misaligned, causing the coin's design to appear doubled. This is one of the most sought-after types of errors by collectors, and a 1991 P dime with a double die error could easily be worth millions. Look for doubling in key areas like the date, the word liberty, or in God we trust. A clipped planchet error is where the blank metal disc, the planchet, that the coin is struck on is incomplete. This can result in a portion of the coin being cut off or clipped, and if you happen to find a 1991 P dime with this rare error, its value could be astronomical. Sometimes, a coin is struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. Imagine finding a dime that's actually struck on a penny planchet. This type of error is exceedingly rare and can make a 1991 P dime worth millions in the coin collecting world. And now, let's talk about the money. These error coins don't just sell for a few hundred or even a few $1,000s, they can go for millions at auction. In fact, a rare 1991 P mint mark dime with one of these significant errors recently sold for over $1 million, shocking collectors and coin enthusiasts alike. It's not just the error itself that adds value. The condition of the coin plays a huge role as well. If your 1991 P dime has an error and is in near-perfect condition, its value skyrockets even further. Coins graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can fetch astronomical prices, especially when they receive a high grade like MS65 or higher. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare 1991 P mint mark dimes in your possession? Here are a few tips. Grab a magnifying glass and carefully examine your 1991 P dimes. Look for any of the errors we talked about earlier: off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or wrong planchet errors. The smallest detail could mean a huge difference in value. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Even slight wear can affect the price, so if your coin looks brand new or uncirculated, it could be worth even more. If you think you have a valuable 1991 P dime, consider sending it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will assess the coin's condition and certify its authenticity, which can significantly increase its value at auction. Finding a rare coin like the 1991 P mint mark 1 dime coin is every collector's dream, and with the possibility of it being worth millions, it's definitely worth taking a closer look at your pocket change. Keep your eyes open for these rare errors, and who knows, you might just strike gold with a dime. That wraps up today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries. Have you ever found a rare coin or know someone who has? Let us know in the comments below. We're going to explore a very special coin, the 1968 D mint mark dime that has taken the world of coin collectors by storm, with some versions of this coin fetching a jaw-dropping price of millions of dollars. That's right, millions. Before we get into why this coin is worth so much, let's take a quick trip back in time. The year is 1968, a time of great change in America. From civil rights movements to the space race, a lot was happening, and even the world of currency wasn't left out. The Denver Mint was busy producing millions of dimes that year, as part of the famous Roosevelt dime series, which had been in circulation since 1946. The D you see on the coin stands for the Denver Mint, one of the main mints in the United States responsible for producing coins. Now, most of these dimes from 1968 were made from copper and nickel, with billions in circulation. So, what makes this dime so special that collectors are willing to pay millions? The answer lies in one thing: an error. You see, not all 1968 D dimes are worth millions. It's only a rare few that contain a minting error so significant, it has transformed these tiny coins into priceless treasures. One of the key errors collectors are looking for in the 1968 D dime is the missing S mint mark. That's right, some proof dimes were mistakenly minted without the S mint mark, which was supposed to indicate the coin was minted in San Francisco. Only a handful of these error dimes have ever been found, making them incredibly rare and valuable. So, how does a small error like this make a coin worth millions? Well, rarity is the name of the game in the world of coin collecting. When something is this rare, collectors are willing to pay sky-high prices to get their hands on it. In fact, one of these rare dimes sold for over $1.5 million at auction. Can you imagine finding one of these coins in your pocket change? It's like hitting the jackpot. But that's not all. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in determining its value. Coins that are in near perfect condition, what collectors call mint state, are the ones that can bring in the biggest bucks. Now, I bet you're wondering, do I have one of these $1 million dimes? Well, let's find out. First, make sure you check for the mint mark. Look at the bottom right corner on the front of the coin, just below the year. If you see the D, that means it was minted in Denver. However, if you're checking a proof set and you notice the S mint mark is missing, you might just be holding on to a fortune. But remember, it's always a good idea to get your coin professionally appraised by a certified coin dealer or send it off to be graded by organizations like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. While the 1968 D mint mark dime is one of the most valuable, it's not the only rare dime you should keep an eye out for. Other rare dimes, like the 1945 Mercury dime, the 1894 S. Barber dime, and even the 1964 D. Roosevelt dime, have all made waves in the coin collecting world. Some of these coins have sold for hundreds of thousands, and in some cases, even millions. If you think you have a valuable coin or are starting your own collection, you'll want to protect your investment. Store your coins in coin holders or capsules to prevent scratches and keep them in a cool, dry environment to avoid tarnishing. Trust me, taking care of your coins can make all the difference when it comes time to sell. Who knew that a simple dime could be worth so much, right? The 1968 D mint mark dime is proof that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. So, next time you're going through your spare change, take a closer look, you just might strike it rich. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare coins worth millions. Have you come across any rare coins? Let us know in the comments below. We're diving into the world of coins, and this time, we're talking about a dime that's making waves in the collector's market. You heard that right, we're talking about the 2017 P mint mark dime, a coin that could be worth millions of dollars. If you have one in your pocket, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. So, stay tuned to learn everything you need to know about this valuable coin. Let's kick things off with a little history lesson. The 2017 dime was part of the Roosevelt dime series, which has been in circulation since 1946. The dime features the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John Cynic, and it's the same design we still see today. But what makes the 2017 dime so special? Well, that's where the P mint mark comes into play. For the very first time in U.S. history, the Philadelphia Mint placed a P mint mark on the dime in 2017 to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the U.S. Mint. Before this, Philadelphia coins had no mint mark. This tiny detail has created massive excitement among collectors, making these dimes very special. Now, you might be asking, okay, it's a dime with a special mint mark, but how is it worth millions of dollars? Well, here's the catch. Not all 2017 P dimes are worth a fortune. The key to the massive value lies in rarity and condition. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins in top-tier condition, what we call mint state or MS coins. These are coins that have never been circulated, meaning they're essentially flawless. If your 2017 P dime is graded as an MS67, MS68, or higher by a reputable grading service, it can fetch an astonishing price at auction. Some of these dimes have been valued at over $1 million in pristine condition. So, how do you know if your 2017 P dime is worth millions? First, you'll need to carefully examine the coin's condition. Look for any wear or damage. Coins that have been in circulation for a while might have scratches, nicks, or faded features. Unfortunately, these won't bring in big bucks. Next, check the mint mark. Make sure you see that P mint mark, as that's what makes this coin unique. If your coin is in near-perfect condition, it might be worth sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give your coin an official grade, which can significantly increase its value. Believe it or not, several 2017 P dimes have already been sold for eye-popping amounts. Coins graded at MS67 have sold for thousands of dollars, and some even higher graded coins have reached six-figure prices at auctions. With the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand, it's entirely possible for one of these dimes to break the $1 million mark. This coin has become one of the most sought-after pieces among collectors, and if the market trends continue, its value could only increase over time. If you think you've got a 2017 P Mint Mark dime in great condition, you'll want to take good care of it. Here are a few tips on how to keep your dime in mint condition to maximize its value. Avoid touching the surface of the coin with your fingers. Use gloves to handle it. Store your coin in a protective case or holder to avoid scratches or wear. Keep it in a cool, dry place to prevent tarnishing or corrosion. Consider having it professionally graded to authenticate its condition and rarity. Now that you know what to look for, what if you're lucky enough to have a valuable 2017 P dime? How do you sell it and cash in on its potential worth? You have a few options. First, you can sell it through an auction house that specializes in rare coins. Major auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers often have collectors looking for high-grade dimes. Alternatively, you can try selling your coin on online platforms like eBay or through certified coin dealers. The 2017 P Mint Mark dime might just be the hidden treasure sitting in your coin jar or pocket change. With its historical significance, rarity, and potential value, this dime is truly one to look out for. If you think you have one, don't hesitate to check its condition, get it graded, and who knows, you might be the next big winner in the world of coin collecting. If you found this video helpful, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another coin collecting tip. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or want to share your own coin collecting stories. We're diving deep into a coin that could potentially make you a millionaire, the 1997 D Mint Mark Roosevelt dime. Yes, you heard that right, a dime that could be worth millions. So, if you've ever wondered if that loose change in your pocket could be your ticket to fortune, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Before we jump into the mind-blowing market value, let's take a quick look at the history behind the 1997 D Mint Mark dime. Roosevelt dimes were first introduced in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark, is one of the U.S. Mint's primary locations, and in 1997, millions of dimes were produced there. Now, while dimes from the 1990s usually aren't considered rare, a small number of 1997 D dimes have become incredibly valuable due to specific rare features and errors. And let me tell you, those features can turn an ordinary 10-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar treasure. So, what makes this particular 1997 D dime worth so much? It all comes down to minting errors. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins that are unique, especially those with noticeable minting mistakes. On some of these 1997 D dimes, errors like double strikes, missing elements, or off-center designs have been found. Imagine pulling out a dime and seeing Roosevelt's face, but twice. Or maybe the dime is missing part of the design altogether. These small mistakes could be worth millions if you find the right buyer. And believe it or not, some of these error coins are so rare that there are only a handful known to exist. Why are collectors willing to pay so much for these error coins? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand. The rarer the error and the fewer that exist, the higher the value. Coin collectors and numismatists are always hunting for these unique pieces to complete their collections. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, and that needle could be worth millions. Think of it like this: you're not just holding a coin in your hand, you're holding a piece of history, something so rare that it might be one of the only ones in existence. That's why these error coins are valued at such astronomical prices. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the current market value. A regular 1997 D dime in circulation might only be worth 10 cents, but if you have one of those rare error coins, you could be looking at a price tag of up to $1 million or more at auction. That's right, a small minting mistake can turn a coin worth just a dime into $1 million payday. In recent auctions, coins with significant errors have sold for jaw-dropping amounts, and experts predict that the value of rare error coins like the 1997 D dime will only go up as time goes on. So, how can you tell if your 1997 D dime is one of the valuable ones? First, take a close look at the mint mark. If there are any doubling effects, such as 2D marks or any other oddities, you could be holding a rare dime. Second, inspect the design for any signs of being off-center, missing elements, or a double strike, where parts of the design appear twice. Grab a magnifying glass or take it to a coin expert for a proper evaluation. Sometimes these errors are small, but their value is anything but small. Let's say you found a rare 1997 D dime. What's the next step? Well, you'll want to get it authenticated by a professional grading service, like the PCGS or NGC. Once you've verified its authenticity and rarity, the best way to sell it is through an auction, either online or in person. Many collectors and auction houses specialize in rare coins, so don't be afraid to reach out to professionals who can help you get top dollar for your find. Just imagine the bidding wars over a coin that could potentially bring in over $1 million. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1997 D-Mint mark dime that could be worth millions. Be sure to check your change and keep an eye out for any unusual coins. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss out on future content. Also, drop a comment below if you found any rare coins yourself or have questions about coin collecting. We're diving deep into the mysterious world of rare dimes, specifically the 1988 P-Mint Mark I dime coin, a coin that has recently shocked the collector world with market values hitting millions of dollars. You might be thinking, how can a simple dime be worth that much? Well, the answer lies in its history, rarity, and some fascinating errors that make it an incredibly sought-after piece in the numismatic world. So, buckle up as we uncover the story behind this small but mighty coin. The 1988 P dime, minted at the Philadelphia Mint, was one of millions produced. But not all of these dimes were created equal. Some coins from this year were struck with a variety of unusual errors, making them rare treasures for collectors today. First, let's talk about this mark indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, but the true value of these dimes lies in several rare errors and variations that have been discovered over the years. These minting errors have turned ordinary dimes into coins worth millions. What makes the 1988 P-Mint mark dime so special? Well, it all comes down to some 1988 P dimes were struck with significant misprints or die errors. These mistakes during the minting process make them incredibly rare, which boosts their value enormously in the eyes of collectors. One of the most notable errors is the error where the coin's design is struck more than once, creating a shadow or doubling effect on the features of the dime. Such errors are extremely rare and can easily fetch millions at auctions. You might be wondering how much one of these 1988 P dimes could sell for today. Let's look at some recent auction sales. Just this year, one such error coin sold for over $1 million, and as collectors continue to hunt for more of these rare finds, the prices are only expected to increase. These coins have become a prized possession in the world of numismatics. Not just any dime can sell for millions, but these 1988 P error dimes have broken records and continue to be a hot topic among collectors. So, how can you tell if you've struck gold with your 1988 P dime? Here are some tips to spot a valuable one. If you find any of these errors, you could be looking at a small fortune. Even slight imperfections can dramatically increase the value of your coin. Part of the reason these 1988 P dimes are so valuable is because of their rarity. Error coins, especially ones with significant die misprints, are incredibly difficult to find in circulation. Out of the millions of dimes minted in 1988, only a handful have been discovered with these lucrative errors. The error coins often went unnoticed at the time of production, but in recent years, collectors and experts have recognized just how special these dimes are. Today, they've become the holy grail for many coin enthusiasts. Do you think you found one of these rare 1988 P dimes? The next step is to have it by a professional coin grading service. Reputable services can evaluate your dime and certify its authenticity, which is crucial for fetching top dollar at auction. Once you've got your coin graded, it's time to take it to auction. Some of the best places to sell rare coins are where you could see your dime go for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Whether you're just starting out or have been collecting coins for years, remember that rare finds like the 1988 P-Mint mark dime can still be hiding in plain sight. Keep an eye on your pocket change, and who knows, you might just uncover a treasure. So, the next time you come across a 1988p dime, take a closer look, it might just change your life. We have a real treat for you. We're going to be talking about a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change right now, the 1977 no mint Mark I dime coin, and guess what? It could be worth millions of dollars. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a 1977 dime so special? Why is it worth millions when it's just a dime? Well, let me break it down for you. The 1977 no mint Mark dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, which started back in 1946. Most dimes minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, but not all no mint Mark dimes are worth a fortune. The 1977 no mint Mark dime, however, is different. First, the rarity. In coin collecting, rarity is key. While millions of 1977 dimes were minted, only a very small fraction have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. These high-grade examples can command jaw-dropping prices at auctions and among collectors. But the real kicker? It's the condition of the coin that makes all the difference. When we talk about the market value of this dime, we're not just talking about any old dime found in circulation. The ones worth millions are the perfect coins graded by professional coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, and they're given the highest possible grade, which is a mint state 70 or MS70. In mint state condition, these coins are flawless. No scratches, no wear, perfectly struck, and that's where the big money comes in. When a coin is in MS70 condition, its rarity skyrockets, and so does its value. In fact, at an auction, a perfect 1977 no mint Mark dime in MS70 condition has sold for over $1 million. That's right, one single dime fetching a price tag of $1 million. Pretty incredible, right? So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1977 no mint Mark dime sitting in your change jar? Well, let me walk you through what to look for. First, take a look at the date. You want to find the year 1977 on the coin, right below President Roosevelt's neck. Then, flip it over and check for a mint mark. If it was minted in Philadelphia, there won't be any letter like D or S indicating a mint mark. Next, examine the condition of the coin. The key to big money is in the condition. If your coin is scratched, worn, or has been in circulation for a long time, it's likely not worth as much. But if you find one that looks shiny and new, you might want to get it professionally graded. Speaking of grading, if you think you've got a high-quality 1977 no mint Mark dime, the next step is to have it graded by a professional service. As we mentioned earlier, services like PCGS or NGC can give your coin an official grade, and this is for determining its true value. The grading process involves expert numismatists who assess your coin under magnification, looking for any imperfections. They'll give it a grade on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS70 being a perfect coin. If you manage to get a high grade, you're looking at potentially selling that coin for thousands or even millions. Now, let's talk about some of the incredible success stories surrounding the 1977 no mint Mark dime. These dimes have shocked the coin collecting world with the prices they've fetched at auctions. In one of the most famous sales, a collector found a pristine 1977 no mint Mark dime and sent it off for grading. When it came back as an MS70, it was put up for auction and sold for over $1.2 million. Imagine that, a dime turned into $1 million treasure. So, could you have one of these $1 million dimes hiding in plain sight? It's entirely possible. Coins like the 1977 no mint Mark dime are out there, and if you take the time to look through your old change or even start buying coin rolls from the bank, who knows? You might just strike it rich. Remember, it all comes down to condition and rarity. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still be worth hundreds or thousands depending on its state. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible coin stories. And if you think you have a valuable 1977 no mint Mark dime, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about your finds. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next rare coin that could make you a millionaire.